Morning. Today I'm going to talk about a word that you might have not heard of before, and this word is called covenant. And covenant means a promise or a commitment or an agreement that someone makes. So in the Bible there is a story, and it's the story of Noah, and God makes a promise in there. He makes a covenant. So I'm going to read it to you, and it's a well-known story, so you've probably heard it before. And I'm going to read it from this book here, The Lion's Storyteller Bible by Bob Hartman. And this story is titled A Special Promise. There's the pictures there. God was sad, very sad. Everywhere he looked, he saw people making bad choices, hating each other, hurting each other, making a mess of his beautiful world. I need to start all over again, God decided. I need to make my world clean. And that's when he talked to Noah. Noah was not like the rest. He was a good man, and God knew it. So God told him to build a boat big enough to hold Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, their wives, a pair of every animal in the world, and food enough to feed all of them for a very long time. Noah's family was surprised, and when he told them what he was going to do, Noah's neighbours thought, it's strange of them to build a boat so far from the sea. And it wasn't easy chasing and catching and cleaning up after all those animals. But Noah was a good man. He did what God told him, even when it was hard. At last, when they were all tucked up safely away in the boat, God shut the door, and then it started to rain. It rained for 40 days. It rained for 40 nights. It rained harder than Noah had ever seen it rain before. It rained so hard that the streams and the rivers and even the seas burst their banks and shores and began to flood. Soon, every sandy beach, every rocky path, every patch of muddy earth had disappeared beneath the water. And the boat began to float. It floated above the houses, it floated above the trees, it floated above the hills and then above the mountains too. It floated for days and weeks and months, and then it stopped. Stuck at the top of a tall mountain, Noah opened a window to look out. The water was going down, but the world was far from dry. So he sent out a dove, and when the dove did not come back, Noah knew that it had found a dry place to build its nest. "Come out," God called finally. "Come out of the boat. The world is dry. The world is clean. And now you and your family and all the animals must have children and fill it full of life again." "Hooray!" Noah celebrated, and he thanked God for saving him. God was happy too, so he painted the world's first rainbow in the sky to celebrate his fresh, clean world, and to promise he would never send a flood like that again. So there's a nice big rainbow in the sky. So God made a promise, a covenant to Noah and to us, and he said he wouldn't ever flood the whole world again. So we too make promises to people maybe, or we might make a commitment to something in life. And God wants us to try our best to keep those promises too. So for the craft, I thought we could make, so let me get my bits. We're going to make a rainbow. So you need to print off this sheet here, and you need to print it off on card really, or if you haven't got card you can print it on paper and then stick it onto maybe some card, maybe like a cereal box to make it harder. And then you'll need some colouring pencils, some scissors, and you'll also need some sort of cotton and a needle. So you might need an adult as well to help you. So what you need to do is you need to cut out all the pieces and colour them in. So I've already done that. So there's my rainbow, and I've cut out my sun and these little blue things here, and they're for the water, for the rain. Okay, so the next bit is a bit tricky. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to get your needle and thread like this, and cut off a piece, and then thread it through your needle. Okay, so you might need an adult to help you do this, like so. And then what we're going to do is on your rainbow there's, oh, can you see? On your rainbow there is some little dots. So this one's got lots of dots, and then on this side there's only one dot here. So you're going to thread your needle through. Try not to stab your finger. Thread your needle through it. And then you're going to thread on the one on the side of your rainbow where there's all the little dots is for your raindrops. So you're going to thread your cotton through like that. And then what you can do is then tie a knot. So I'm just going to put this down so I can tie. So you're going to tie a knot, and then they should hang down like that. So you're going to do that for each of the things, right? So I'm going to do that quickly. And then once you've done all of your the raindrops, then you need to thread the sun on the other side, and then just tie that one up too. So far you should have, ooh, put it up straight, Joe, like that. Yeah, with all your rain and the sun, which says trust God. And then what you can do is you can put some string at the top, and so that you can hang it as well. Okay, and this craft will make you remember the story of Noah and the promise, the covenant that God made for us. Yeah. Right, now it is time for our children's song, and today it is The Blessing Kids.